What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia chapter 290, so let's just get ready to hop right on in. So, open up with chapter 290. We're at Fujitani Hospital. I think that's how it's pronounced. They're basically saying kill the room and or kill the TV, not kill the room because that's very morbid, but kill the TV in room 315. Talking about how the patient's been making so much progress. She will relapse if she watches this. Just talking about terrible timing, and news reports basically saying they can't get any closer. It's hard to make out from this distance. And obviously room 315 at this hospital, that is Mrs. Todoroki, and she's watching the news. She's watching the oh no, well, yeah, she was watching the battle, but the signal cuts out and we see our favorite burn victim, Davi, just doing this number right here, and I'm just like, I already know what's gonna happen. We know what it's going to happen. And so alright, so cut back towards the battlefield where Gigantomachia is just yelling out master. Shigaraki, sorry, mind fart. Shigaraki's still in like his Doc Ock form with all the power tentacles going out. All for one is basically just saying good timing. And so basically after a one for all beating from Midoriya and a roasting from Endeavor, Tomora's body could fail pretty much at any moment. Having a rivet stab activate from his spinal cord with auto tracking, it reduces the burden placed on his body, and such measures are necessary given this body's, wretched state. Now, Makia's got to be ordered to retreat. Shoto comes in and just saying there's no way we can handle both that giant and Shigaraki. I better take Shigaraki down since he's already on his last legs. Hado shows up too. I remembered her name this time. And they're basically saying, so strong, surge and half cold, half hot. They refuse to give our broken body the slightest reprieve. And Hado is basically saying output level 100. Shoto does a flash fire fist, a jet kindling, and Hado does Nedry flood. We're gonna go with Nedry flood. If I'm wrong, please correct me down below. And Endeavor's just yelling out run. And so Gigantomachia comes in and just like throws a boulder, he just like looks like he just throws a boulder at them, and just goes in and tries to grab Shigaraki. We finally get our first words from Bakugo in a decent amount of time. He's just he's basically telling Ida to put me down, you armored four eyes. Ida's basically saying you're conscious, but take it easy. Your vitals have been hit. And Bakugo's like, we gotta achieve absolute victory. Makia has Shigi in his hands, and he's like, I've come, your will is my command, so give me an order. And Lizard Spinner, that's his name. Spinner's like, you're not looking so hot. Endeavor checks on Todoroki, and he's basically, thinking to himself is like, sorry Hawks, it's my fault that the giant's up and about. I need to take him down, but what are his abilities? We got to figure it out and strike back. but one of his lungs is shot. How can he's just wondering how hard can he hit with every breath he takes is agony, and he's just like, just watch me. He's just got to do it. He is the top. He is the nation's top hero, right? And here comes Davi. He's like, there you are. You all look like ants from way up here. Oh, do I spy Shoto too? How perfect. And Endeavor's just like, Davi, we gotta deal with the whole league now. And he's just like, ow, is that any way to address me? And he like pours water on himself. And he's like, I have such a great name. Just call me Toya. And they're just like, and he's always like, are you really that dumbstruck? Oh, so his hair was dyed. His hair was dyed the entire time, and it looks like it's I don't know if it's still washing off right now, but it looks like it's going to be a kind of like a mixture of, if it's not completely washed off, so it's like a mixture of kind of like Shoto's, where it's like white with like the tips are a different color, so they could be red like I'm guessing red like Shoto's, or it's just completely white. I'm not entirely sure. He's even calling him out. I'm like, I know my face doesn't look exactly like it used to, but I would have thought my family would have recognized me or figured it out. And they're just like, and so Decker's like, Toya, that's Todoroki's. And we cut back to the hospital, and we see Shoto's mom watching the TV, and he's basically saying, I'm Toya Todoroki, the eldest son of Endeavor. To date, I've killed over 30 innocent people in cold blood, and today I'd like everyone to know what drove me to such despicable acts. And once upon a time, Endeavor yearned for nothing but power, and when he found himself unable to surpass All Might, he despaired. That's when my father created me in pursuit of his selfish, egotistical dream, but I never forgot a thing, and had plenty of reasons to keep watching you. Okay. Sorry. Hold on a second. Let me... Okay, this is being a little bit dumb. He despaired. To concoct even stronger quirks, my father forced the woman who would become my mother to marry him. That's when my father created me, in pursuit of his selfish, egotistical dreams. But alas, I was a failed creation. And so we cut back, we cut out to a shark kid and a blonde hair kid. I think this is the kid who was an Endeavor fan and went up to him and asked him for his autograph, and then cried when he actually did do it. And so he basically saying it didn't take long for him to reject me. I was tossed aside and forgotten, and Endeavor's just like, ah, shit. But I never forgot a thing, and had plenty of reason to keep watching you. And he basically saying, I'm not saying that everyone has to be pure or selfless, just you. These murderous flames of mine are Endeavor's flames. And guess what? Right now, my pre-recorded live story is broadcasting on nationwide and on the net. And satellite hacker dude's just like, quite the ace up his sleeve. And he's just like, oh, I'm having a blast. Where was I? How could I make you hurt? How to best stomp all over your life? I've been pondering all this ever since that day. I couldn't figure out why I even existed, and every day I'd crawl to Natsu, crying my eyes out. Not that you ever knew, right? When you finally achieved your success with your little puppet Shoto, thought killing him might do the trick, but then who would have guessed? You got bumped up to number 1. Suddenly, I was, rooting for your happiness. And he was talking about my blood ran cold when I thought you might bite the big one in Kyushu. Then I led Star Servant and ending straight to you, one after another. You're finally number one. It's all you ever wanted. It must have weighed on you, right? Or was all the praise and adoration like chicken soup for your soul? Can we just get rid of chicken soup for your soul references, please? I'm tired of it. Anyways, when at long last you could stare your kids in the eye, did you finally start to feel the warm and fuzzy bonds of family? You must have thought, as long as I face the future, I can be better. I can tell you're at a loss for words, so here's the answer. The past never dies. Get it yet? You reap what you sow, so let's tango, you and me, Angie Todoroki. I dance with your son here in hell. And that's the end of the chapter, and we will talk about this over there. About damn time. Oh my god, it's... Let me see. I'm about to look this up, so I'll either keep this in or I'll cut it out. I don't know yet. Technically first introduced in chapter 39 in a flashback, but his debut was in chapter 57. So it has been close to 250-ish chapters, if you're counting the flashback, since he was introduced. Not sure when, the theory that Dabi is a Todoroki first popped up, but, it obviously made sense, because, quirks in the My Hero universe, there's never really anybody with two, or, there are people with similar quirks, or similar-ish quirks, I guess you could say, but there's never been, from what I remember and to my knowledge, there is not anybody with the exact same quirk as somebody else. So yeah, obviously, the whole Dabi being a Todoroki thing, that's been a prevalent fan theory for years now. And honestly, I did not think, and this is on me, and I am ashamed of myself for thinking this, but I did not think that Horikoshi could actually make that reveal so much fucking fun. But he did. Oh my. Yo, oh my god. That was the... He is such a brat and an entitled, egotistical maniac, and I love it. Oh, you know what? Honestly, only reason why I had Shigaraki as my favorite villain, which I've said multiple times, is because he was truthfully, the only villain that I actually kind of enjoyed. But you know what? I'm about to make Dabi it, because fucking, oh my god, dude, this is supposed to be Shigaraki's moment to the world to, to destroy Hero Society, and here comes Dabi, just rolling on in, sipping some tea. I'm about to end this man's career before it even begins. And I do say this, I feel horrible for Shoto's mom, because she was doing so good. She could have gotten released soon, and then she sees Toya burnt to a crisp, alive, telling the entire world, hey, Endeavor's a monster. He did this to me. This happened to me because of him. Now, something that was interesting, I'm gonna go and pull it back up real quick just to get a double check, just to make sure, Let's see. Alright, so interesting enough, when we cut back to the flashback of Toya in the dojo just crying, he's like this basically. He's fully clothed, so unlike normally where you're able to look and see his arms and everything, we don't know yet if he was burnt by Endeavor that badly, or if this happens later on, because we don't even see his face. Like, we don't see his face, so we don't know if this happened because of Endeavor or if this happened later on. Like, if he did it to himself because he overused his quirk later on. Maybe that's why his quirk. Maybe that's why his flames are blue, because this happened and he just like, okay, whatever. And interesting enough, like his hands, like right up to here, are not burned. So his hands and his feet are like really the only things we see in this flashback. So we, like I said, we still don't know 100% if Endeavor's the one who made him look like that. Which, let's face it, if Endeavor did make him look like that, we already knew he was a piece of shit. But my God, that would make him be. That would. Oh, that was. He's a monster. Even more so. But he should Dobby Toy. I'm probably gonna end up calling him Dobby forever because that's what we've known him as for years now. But he is just so theatrical. Like he just Gentle. I know, Gentle Criminal. That's his name. Okay, I couldn't remember. I know it was La Brava, but I couldn't remember if it was La Gentle Criminal too, or if it was just Gentle Criminal. But this just brings like a new level of theatrics to the League of Villains that honestly other than Gentle Criminal and the Brava, we haven't really gotten. Like All for One is a complete and utter psychopath. So we got that part. We got a person who was turned a relatively good person turned to evil because of hardness in their life, and now we finally got a theatrical supervillain, which honestly you can't beat. Sometimes it's just the ones who want to make a show of it just because. I enjoy that so much. And oh my God, this next chapter. Thankfully, it's next week, and we don't have to wait 2 weeks or X amount of weeks or anything like that. I am so happy that it finally got confirmed, so we don't have to, play around with this whole. He's Toya. It's not. It is. We now know 100% that it is. I'm so excited, and oh man, this is. You know what? So far, a while back I did a theory about who I thought was going to die in the war. I think that the person I had pegged to die was probably Shoto. I can't remember off the top. I'm pretty sure I had Shoto as the one who, to me, it made the most sense for him to die. As of right now, I'd have to say I'll have a link to that video somewhere up here, so you can go and check it out. That was actually a really good video of mine, or one of my favorites I made. But anyway, the way how this is going, I still feel like it could go that way with Dobby killing Shoto to get back in Endeavor, but I don't know if that would. I don't know. Like I said, because his goal right now is to make Endeavor suffer, and what better way to make him suffer than killing his ultimate work, Shoto. But I don't know if he would actually hurt his sibling, because he might. I don't know. But like I said, I still kind of stand by the fact that Shoto either is going to die, could die. He could very well die, or he's just going to get fucked up. On the way I can explain it. But about damn time. Made it this far. Thank you very much for watching. I want y'all to have a fantastic day, and I will see y'all later.